Hey guys, JawsTheSharkReviews here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers Age of the Primes Deluxe class Venin, or Venom. That was his original name. Back in the 80s when he was first introduced, but since then there's been trademark issues, regarding Hasbro and this character, so he got stuck with the name Venin. So yeah, it's a stupid name. I don't know where they got the word Venin from, but hey, it's a name. But you know what? For the rest of the review, I'm just gonna be calling him Venom because it just sounds better. But yeah. So anyways, here he is in his insect alt mode, and before we take a look at Venom himself, because I refuse to call him the other name. Here is his packaging. So, yeah. We'll zoom out a little here. So yeah, here's the front artwork. And you can see him just looking at us. He's just like, yo, what's up? There's in bug mode. You get the name down here, and then you get this totally does not say Venin, it says Venom, right? Venom. Then you get Hasbro, 17 steps. Here's the top, here's the side, and here's the other side. Here's the back. I don't know if I showed the bottom, so here's that. But anyways, here's the back, and yeah, get some product shots. You get this little thing right here, authentic, and yeah, that's pretty much it for the packaging. So let's fly Venom right back onto the table, and yeah, so here he is again in his insect alt mode. I believe he turns into a cicada. I think that's what I saw he turns into. So I'm not really familiar with them. It just I only really know them because of this guy now, but yeah. So anyways, let's take a close-up look right here at Venom, and yeah, I think he looks really good. I honestly wasn't expecting to get this guy or any of the other deluxe Insecticons like in Age of the Primes. I mean, I don't know if I think we did get Shop, but I thought that was like an exclusive thing. I forgot though. Either way, hopefully we get him in the main line. But I forgot did they make a new Chop Shop? I thought they did. I thought they used the Shrapnel Legacy Evolution Shrapnel mold for that, but I don't know. maybe my mind's playing tricks on me, but yeah. So that's basically who Venom is. Back around the mid 80s, you had the regular Insecticon trio of Bombshell, Shrapnel, and Kickback, but they also had the Deluxe Insecticons, which include Chop Shop, Venom, and I forgot the other ones. I think one was Barrage. I don't know. It's been a while. But yeah, Venom here looks fantastic. I absolutely love the green, the orange, and then the translucent red. I think it fits together so well. And now by just knowing this, now I wish I had the original G1 version. Yes, that means there's not going to be a comparison between the two because I don't have the old one. But yeah, I think he looks fantastic. The head looks good too. I think those are supposed to be his bug eyes, but they still see them in the robot mode, so I don't know if those are supposed to be his robot eyes. I think maybe this is definitely like the mouth in this mode, but I think it's supposed to be his eyes or his visor in robot mode, but it's really confusing. But yeah, really cool. So yeah, anyways, for articulation, the head is tabbed in, but you could always untab it and have him look up if you wanted to. Let me just put that back in. His legs are in ball joints, so you can move them all around if you want. He's got 6 legs. And of course, he does have his wings, so you can flap them back and forth. You can move them side to side, you know, do some little cicada karate chopping, and yeah, pretty good posability. I mean, not that good, but it's still little stuff, you know. So yeah. Anyways, for accessories, he comes with 2, technically 1, but he comes with his gun right here. It's the same green plastic they used on the figure, so that's nice. And yeah, so he comes with that, but he also comes with an axe, at least part of an axe. So what you could do is you could just attach this. I think is it this way or is it this way? Let me look on the box. Okay, it is this way. So yeah, so you can attach the little axe piece right here, and now you got yourself, well, an axe. So that's pretty nice. You know, you can chop down some Autobots, you know, rip their skulls out. Pretty gruesome, right? But yeah, so but you know, that this really isn't too relevant to right now, so I'll just show off the where you can store the accessories. So you could store it right here and there, or you could store it on way back here. But the instructions just show you to put it like this, and I think it works fine enough. You know, it doesn't really camouflage that well, but it doesn't really stick out like a sore thumb at the same time. So, you know, but yeah, let me just fix them up right here. And yeah, I'm trying to, like, I see in the box they have it like this, but I kind of like to have them like sort of stand up a little. But you know, I'll just fly them out because we're gonna be here forever. So yeah, so anyways, now for the alt mode size comparisons. Here he is with Shrapnel from Legacy Evolution. Here he is with Legacy Kickback. And last but not least, here he is with Bombshell from Legacy. So yeah, you can see that all looks right here. Obviously, you know, I'm getting all the names mixed up. I was thinking Chop. Venom. Venom has nothing to do with those Insecticons except for being in it Insecticon, but you know, it's the Deluxe Insecticons. I don't know why they call them that. Deluxe Insecticons. It's like, really? But you know, it's still something relevant to compare him to, because I don't know any other version of Venom or Venin, because apparently in Thrilling 30, this isn't the first time he was called Venin. About a decade or so ago in the Thrilling 30 line, there was a little kind of like Micromaster, or not Micromaster, like a Target Master of Venom right here, but they called him Venin, and he was like purple, and he came with I think it was like the Legends Acid Storm. So kind of a thing pair, you know, because acid, venom, you know. But yeah. So I think that was the first time he was called Venin, and I guess in that decade since, they still haven't gotten the Venom trademark back, Hasbro, so he's still a Venin. But over here at JawsTheSharkReviews, we call him Venom, because that's a way better name. But yeah, so anyways, now for the transformation. First, you just want to move the legs all up, just for the moment. They don't stay up here, just to clear things out. Then you want to split the back section apart right here. And there you go. And you just want to move the arms out in the process. And then while you're doing that, just straighten out the legs right here. Move up the kneecaps, so that way you can get full movement there. And then after that, you just want to flip up here the foot, and then just flip out the toes, and do the same thing on this side. Oop, come on. Come on. If you don't work with me, I'm gonna call you Venin. There you go. And then just move the legs around like this, because obviously this is the back. So now you can already kind of see a robot coming together right here. Yeah. So then after that, you just want to move down all the bug legs right here. And there you go. Just move them down, at least down here. And then after that, you just want to move out the forearms, and then just stretch this out, flip out the hands, and then rotate around the bicep, and then do the same thing on this arm. Should come out. Come on with me, Venom. There you go. Oh, and that flipped out right at the same time too. So I guess God is at my side. Let's see. Oh yeah, I forgot. Just untab the head. Almost forgot that part. And then after that, just move out the shoulders so you can see, you can kind of see them. And after that, you just want to move back the head so he's not looking like this. So there you go. I'm trying to think, does it go like this or this? I think it's like this. And last but not least, just bring up the bug wings right here, the cicada wings. And once you got that all done, I think, is this the right way, or is this the right way? I'm trying to, it's so confusing. Okay, it looks like this is the right way. I was gonna say, because I couldn't really get his arms down. Well, I still can't, well, sorta. There you go. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. Alright, so once you got that all done, there you guys have Venom in his robot mode. And yeah, he looks fantastic. I mean, this literally almost does look like the G1 toy, but with much better engineering, you know. It's not a brick or anything. It doesn't have tons of stickers on it. It's, you know, this looks like a literal action figure, like you can actually pose around with and stuff. I still don't get why I can't move this back. Oh, there we go. I was gonna say, I don't think this is tabbing right. Oh wait, maybe this thing go all the way? What? There's a reason this thing's not. Okay, maybe that'll do it. But yeah, there he is. I'll just give you guys just a quick, you know, little 360-degree view. So, just gotta fix that. There you go. And yeah, I mean, in the back, I mean, even the back, he's nice and colorful looking, but you know, the front, of course, is where it's at. And hey, that ain't a bad thing, because I mean, who's gonna just display their figures from the back? Like, who? But yeah. So anyways, let's take a close-up look here at the head sculpts, and I think it looks really cool. You know, like, I'm guessing in the robot mode he uses just his visor, not these weird bug eyes, but you know, but to be honest, I'm not that familiar with the character. Like, all I know is that he's a Deluxe Insecticon, and he had a little bit of a name change, and that's kind of it. But I'm guessing it's just the visor. But it still looks kind of cool with the bug eyes on the sides. And you know, you got a Decepticon logo right here, and some like gray paint on here. You may think it's silver, but no, it's just gray. I absolutely love the red clear plastic they shows on this guy. And you know, we got some paint here on the tips of the knees, and a little black lines too. And yeah, and the back, I mean, again, is a bit more ugly. I mean, it's mostly just the back of the arms and the legs, because the arms have absolutely nothing here, so you just see a hollow forearm, and it's kind of the same thing with the legs, just mostly here at the bottom. it looks a little disturbing, but you know, it's not too bad, not too shabby. I've seen it worse on plenty of figures, so you're good, don't worry. Yeah, so anyways, now for the articulation, the head is on the ball joint, so you can move it side to side. It can look up pretty far, and you can even you can look down, and if you really want more movement, just kind of push his head out just a little. So that's nice, you know, you get plenty of movement. The shoulders do rotate a full 360. They're a little bit interrupted by the insect wings, but that's not too big of a problem. He does have in and out movement here too at the shoulders. He does have a bicep swivel. Elbows do bend. No wrist swivel. You kind of push them in, sort of, but you know, it's not really much. He does have a waist swivel. His legs can't kick up this far, back that far, and then out to the side that much. He does have a thigh swivel. Knees do bend very far, because, you know, for transformation's sake, they kind of have to. He does have an ankle tilt, and the toes can move up and down. So yeah, you get some really nice little articulation on this guy, you know, despite him being just your average deluxe, but you know, I mean, Hasbro's been really killing it even on the deluxes lately for articulation. Like I know it was mentioned, it's like, wow, this is really good for deluxe, but honestly, I think Hasbro's just improving, like, engineering wise on the deluxes, because before they kind of cut corners, you know, you didn't get as much posability as you would on like a leader class or whatever, but I gotta give credit, like in between the Legacy trilogy, Age of the Primes, and maybe even War for Cybertron trilogy, I mean, they've done a phenomenal job in terms of articulation on these guys. You know, this I guess now the smallest class in the line, because core class doesn't exist no more, which to this day is still unfortunate, but yeah. So anyways, now for the accessories. Again, he comes with his gun right here, which, you know, you can wield. So pew 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 pew. Or if you don't want him to go pew 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 pew, you could attach the little axe blade right here to the top of the gun. I don't know if I showed this before, there's a hole right there, so in case you're wondering, you probably could already tell, but and then yeah, so you can attach this right in either of his hands, and there you go. Just my RAM sound effects. It looks like you could store on the back. Yeah, you can store on the back perfectly, actually. It looks pretty good. I mean, it's definitely meant more for the gun, I think, but, you know, because, you know, the axe, the blade part kind of just sticks out like a sore thumb. But it still works, you know. So, yeah, we'll just put this right back in here. I think the idea to give him like a, you know, part gun, part axe thing or whatever, I think that's pretty cool. I always kind of dig whenever Hasbro does that. Let me see if you can hold it as the gun with the blade on the back. I mean, it's kind of usually, no, you can't. No, it just sticks out just a little too much. So yeah, let's just stand him up right here, straighten him out. If you'll stay, please stay. Okay, there you go. So yeah, now anyways, for the robot mode size comparisons, here he is with Shrapnel. Let's see, he's kind of a tall guy. Of course, Venom, not Shrapnel. Here he is with Kickback. Let's fix his legs. They like to wobble around a lot. Yeah, still a tall guy. And last but not least, here he is with Bombshell. And Bombshell's probably the closest in height, but even then, like, he's kind of cheating with his little head cannon thing. Like, if you remove that, and yeah, I know this looks pretty cursed, but even then he's still shorter, so I guess they weren't kidding when they're calling these Deluxe Insecticons, you know? They're just bigger, I guess, I don't know, and actually look different from each other, unlike the normal Insecticons. But yeah, so there you guys have the robot mode size comparisons. So there you guys have my review for the Transformers Age of the Primes Deluxe class Venin. I mean Venom. Yeah, no, I think he's a fantastic figure. I mean, say that again. But no, I think he's really good. You know, the posability is pretty nice. You know, the color scheme is great. It's absolutely wonderful. The robot mode looks great. The alt mode also looks pretty good. You know, there's definitely flaws, especially in robot mode. You know, mostly with kind of the gaps behind the forearms and behind the legs. You know, the lower legs. But you know, again, I've seen worse, so it's not really as much of an issue in this guy, but it's still something, I guess, to critique if I had to. You know, maybe, I'm trying to think what else. Maybe, I don't know, I guess maybe if his gun or whatever had a little more detail or paint or something, and same with the axe, you know, it looks kind of boring. Like, it looks cool when he's wielding it, but on its own, it just kind of looks, yeah. But overall, great figure, highly recommend, and that's just all I gotta say. So, anyways, guys, make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment, share for more, and comment down below what you guys think of Venom here. So, yeah, but anyways, guys, as always, till all are one.